About stocks on the editor's radar, and it's SBI Life that we're discussing, as well as LTIMindtree and JSW Steel. Let's tell you why. Begin with SBI Life then, and just comparing it to some of the other life insurance stocks, multiple triggers and brokerages giving this a thumbs up.
Look at the price change in insurance stocks. The insurance stocks have been a late bloomer, but SBI Life has not participated at all. It's pretty much like SBI. SBI has not participated in this year, and SBI Life has also not participated. Is there something fundamentally wrong with SBI Life? Is there a reason why others have caught up and SBI Life has not caught up? And no, sir, there is no fundamental factor why SBI Life should be underperforming. They are firing full cylinders, both in terms of the guidance, the margins, the market share, and the valuations. So I will not be surprised that in and around the numbers, now that this insurance flavor is making a comeback, SBI Life in a sense could be the stock of this quarter. I'll stick my neck out and say that. SBI Life really could be the stock of this quarter, purely looking at the positioning of the stock, technicals, purely looking at the valuation and where the entire insurance space now per se seems to be moving. Cross-selling, branch network, their ratios are strong, their margin guidance is strong of 29 to 31%. That makes it like a superior life insurance firm. In the near term, because HDFC Life, because of this HDFC merger, has really got a lot of attention. ICICI Prudential, because of change of guard and what's going to happen after Mr. Bagchi is going to take over, I guess has got the market men excited. But don't lose sight of this. This is still India's biggest and the largest life insurance company. Look at it. Yeah. SBI Life versus HDFC Life, there's a technical factor here. And there is a bit of a SBI overhang here, which I think should change.
Okay, sticking your neck out, looking at a strong upside potential for an SBI Life. Lots of triggers working in its favor. Let's move right on then. And on the back of the HDFC Bank merger news, there is indication now that a probable inclusion into the Nifty, we discussed this earlier this morning, will be LTIMindtree, and to the Sensex will be JSW Steel.
Yeah, so we've scanned 3 brokerage reports. All of them have pretty much a universal view that it is going to be LTIMindtree. When a stock makes it into the Nifty, I don't think it's going to be having a very large weightage per se, but it is going to be an important stock per se. You just may see, you may see a preemptive rally. We saw a little bit of it yesterday. A little bit of steam is still left. I don't think it's going to be really changing the fortunes in the short term. Why? Because it's not going to have a large weightage. Also, the size of index funds in India is not very large. Unlike what we've seen, let's say, in the Western markets where the index funds and the ETFs are very large, that's not the case, at least in India. Equity diversified schemes are big and index funds are small. Stock has seen a run-up. There will be some excitement which may linger along for next couple of days, let's say in the run-up to the time the index changes are not announced. But I guess post that the stock may just settle down because the weightage changes are not going to be large. JSW Steel I think would be an interesting one, largely because for the Sensex per se, now the weightage of metals is only going to increase. And JSW Steel in a sense has been a performing stock. Unfortunately in India, Sensex is not very large because you don't have too many ETFs which invest in Sensex. Nifty is still much larger. So the flows into LTIMindtree I think are going to be about 150 to 170 million. JSW Steel, because Sensex is not very large, could actually be less.
Okay, that's interesting then, Aisha. We're talking about the Nifty rejig as well as SBI Life.